You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
Fast Food Podcast. Morgan Hytes, Trim Trimmer. Who's got the keys to my bimmer? Drizzy, Sakafet, Freckles. We got Ashley D in the building, aka Ashley Walters. That's one of the records of his new EP, which is out now. Make sure you go and stream, download. It's on all relevant DSPs.
Test the waters.
Test the waters. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Ash, what made you feel like you wanted to get back into making music?
Always been making music, man.
Yeah.
You know that, man.
Yeah.
Like, always making music, but I guess time runs away from you a bit. You're like, the game changes a bit. Like we're in a moment where it's kids in it making music now. Like kids have kind of got the scene on lock. Yeah, like fully on lock. Yeah. So, and a lot of like, you know, the sort of boom bap, hip hop and R&B and stuff has kind of dissipated slightly. So we're having a phase of, I guess it's kind of what happened with Soul Solid, really. Like in that moment of time where it was just dominated. Of course. I mean, the whole grime growth and whatever, but so I was always making music, innit? I love making music. Yeah. Putting stuff out, I was always like, nah, I don't need to.
Can I be bothered?
Let me just I'm doing acting's going great.
Of course.
I don't really need to touch that or whatever, but you know I'm buying a studio now. What am I doing?
Right.
In a studio.
Right.
In a studio. So I'm putting thousands and thousands of pounds into this thing that I'm not doing properly. You know what I mean? So eventually I turned around, like the pandemic hit, and I just lived in the studio, bro. I went to my studio, right, and that's where I was, like 24 hours a day. I went home to eat, then I'm back in the studio, whatever, because it was isolation, ain't seeing no one. Do you know what I'm saying? And I made about 50, 60 tracks.
Really?
Just getting beats from producers or whatever, and I'm literally in there by myself. So I didn't even know how to use the equipment. Right.
Oh shit!
So now I'm learning how to cut my vocals, this, that, whatever, rare. Understanding the process of, oh shit, I can do one line today, one line, and then think of the other line, come back tomorrow. So now it's getting more intricate. My bars and, you know what I'm saying, and my writing style. That's crazy. Then I put the pen down, and I'm just like playing the beat and then freestyling. Then changing it, and do you know what I'm saying? So
experimenting,
all that stuff started to happen, and then from nowhere, I was starting to send music out, and big up Nim and Gov, Catalyst,
big them up,
their management team, I started putting stuff on my Insta, like freestyles, little tidbits here, and they hit me up behind the scenes. I was like, "What? You on it?" So I was like, "Yeah, why not?"
Bruh.
Few weeks later, I had a publishing deal with Warner Chappell.
Off the bat.
I was
sick.
Like, signed the deal. They were like, "Yeah, we want to sign your publishing." So I was like, "Right, okay, I ain't even putting nothing out, but that's a minor."
Which was encouraging.
It's very encouraging, bruv. That was another. So that's what I needed, innit? Because obviously, like, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at my age. I'm looking at the market right now. I'm like, you know, what is this? Like, how do I fit into this? Do you know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff I was making was me trying to be relevant. Right. And I guess when Test the Waters, or the music that's on Test the Waters, when I started making that music, after I got the publishing deal, they started sending me in with producers. Right. First ones I went in with were Splurge Boys. Yeah. Obviously, I've known T for time.
Yeah.
T was in the 21 Seconds video.
Was he in the 21 Seconds video?
A lot of people know that. So, you know, there's two dancers at the end, they're doing all that. Whatever.
Shit.
T's one of them.
Okay.
Wow. So that's where I first met.
When it does the boomerang thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that,
So T's in the 21 Seconds video. I think KD as well. But so when I went in with them, he's I remember I drove living out of London, I drove an hour and a half or something, nearly 2 hours to his yard. I got there and sat down, and he's like, "Bro, if I'm honest with you, I don't even know if I would like to hear an Ashley Waters record. Like I don't even."
Kept it a buck
he
like that.
kept it a buck, bro. I was hurt.
Yeah.
He will say the conversation never went like that.
No, you're keeping it real.
I'm a director. That's how it went to me.
Yeah.
I remember him sitting in front of me, his back to me, he was at the desk playing music, and then he spun on the chair. I'm sitting on the sofa all small and that. You know them ones, you know the camera's low to make him feel bigger, pointing down on me.
Everyone's probably moving it out. It's a scene. It's a scene.
Like, nah, he kept it a buck, brother. He was like, yeah, I don't know if people want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Fair
sounds.
enough.
And he's like, we had this long discussion that just went through changing, transitioning, finding my own lane, not trying to do what everyone else is doing right now or whatever. And we just went on this musical journey, brother. And the first track we made was That's a Rap. Because we was like, you know, the visuals of any song you do should match up to what your acting is already doing.
Right.
That's what the first thing that we have to try and achieve.
Yep.
So I wanted to make the first track I wanted to make was something that was visually, it was a stimulus. You know what I'm saying? It was stimulating people.
Yeah.
And then I started singing, bruv.
Yeah. Bro.
then like they got we got a couple writers in, got a couple R&B producers and whatever around us, and there was a whole team of people, and it was like, just try, man, just try.
I think I personally like the stuff on the EP that you sing on.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Maybe because I've heard you for a longer period of time doing the MC and rapping, putting lyrics together, putting 16s together. I just heard the energy, and it's always good when you have the right engineers around you to make that sound right. Yeah. And I think you found a pocket, bro.
Yeah,
if I'm honest.
100%, bro. And then from then, I think when we found those few tracks, like 1010, when that hit, it was like we had a pocket, as you say, that we were kind of like, we're happy with.
Wicked.
So we've been working around that. Album's gonna drop.
So you're dropping an album?
Yeah, probably like beginning of next year. Right. I'm talking to a few labels right now and stuff like that, like just trying to feel it out and seeing where I want to be.
Amazing.
The album's being made. I've been in with some dope stuff with like Toddler T, some dope stuff with MJ Cole as well, man.
Shit.
Like he's doing next stuff at the moment. Swindle, my guy.
Serious?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
dope.
So is that a Fast Food podcast exclusive?
It is still.
I like the sound of that.
So we're gonna run that up content wise. That's
have to.
Breaking news.
What I would say to you, just listening to you talk with a smile on your face about music, I don't have that same smile, and I'm jealous, right? Because for me, when you get to a place where you've done music so long, I'm always trying to find inspiration. And some days I'm at home and I'll write something, but I always find myself distracted, or I always find myself looking somewhere else. I just want to know from you how you found the passion to make music again. What was there a light bulb moment? Was it just, as you said, there was a pandemic and you just had nothing to do, so you just thought, let me just do what I'm doing? Or was you just always gonna make music?
That's what I was gonna say to you. So you always have slumps in your motivation when it comes to your craft, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But what I've learned over the years is continue doing it. It's a wave, innit? Do you know what I mean? Look, I see myself as one of them people,
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound arrogant, but it's not. It's genuinely how I motivate myself. But I'm like, I could do anything I want.
Yeah, no. Wow. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real.
Like that's my mentality. So, and I don't want to do anything half. Like I'm not interested.
I'm the same.
I'm not interested in that.
I'm the same.
So a lot of the reason why I didn't want to do music, because I was like, if every radio station's not playing it,
fuck it.
And you know what I mean, my streams ain't as high as my man's, then I'm not interested. It's best I don't do it. So people can't tell me whatever.
Yeah.
But then that was subconsciously me. That was fear. That was fear of the unknown, of not wanting to put yourself out there and whatever. And you and me know in music, what makes music so dope and connect is people being fearless. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like you can't have that. So at the moment, I've just said to myself, I'm going all out. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. There ain't no 39, 40-year-olds popping in the charts.
Yeah.
Well, there's about to be.
That's
my thing. It might never
that's
happen.
amazing.
But I've got to be
That's
moving
your
with
mentality.
That mentality. Bro.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So there's a lot of people that would be like, bro, like, why don't you just do the Top Boy thing and just allow it, man?
Yeah.
Like, you're making your money, you got the bag, you're doing your thing, whatever. And it's like, no, because I won't go home happy. You know what I'm saying, with myself. You know what I'm saying?
That by itself is they're kind of indirectly, and I don't think they are on purpose, but it's almost like an indirect boxing you in. Oh, you're doing the Top Boy thing. Just ride that till the wheels come off. Why do you want to do anything else? That's a comfortable
No,
thing.
bro, those same people would tell me, why don't you be in EastEnders? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't see what's wrong with saying that.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
That's a crazy mentality.
I'm just like, do you not understand where I see myself?
Yes.
Like, no disrespect to anyone that's
No.
on
They got Omar, because Omar's in there.
it's a thing, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's calm. But it's not for me, it's not where I want to be. I want an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying, to a certain level, and like, so you can't take people's opinion.
No.
But you, on another hand, like, you know how I rate you.
Yeah.
Like, lyrically.
Respect.
Anyway, you need to get your mojo back.
I do, brother. I do, because and reason why I played back in the day, right? I'll tell you why I played back in the day, because that was the first time I was like, there's an MC in the bits, in the ends, that has found such a lyrical pocket that I didn't think we could even reach. Because you got to remember, like, this is okay, cool. Before So Solid, before the whole garage movement and all of that, there was artists doing bits and pieces in a rap, and you had 279 on Choice FM and stuff like that, playing bits and pieces. But I wasn't inspired by that because it just sounded American. It just sounded. That's not who I wanted to be. I was always like, cool, and I am fully inspired by American artists. But I know, for me, I don't want to sound like no one else. I want to sound like me. So if you like it, cool. If you don't, I'm not trying to be Jay-Z. I'm not trying to be DMX. I'm trying to be me. So when I first heard you, one of the first times I heard you, Ash, you was on this cable. It was cable at the time, and you was on some, I forgot the channel. It was like there was a studio in Ladbroke Grove where you could just go and MC.
Oh man, what's it called?
You just got
around the corner from where we used to.
Round the corner from where Carnival, Harrow Road, off the roundabout where the Sainsbury's is. Anyway, you probably, because you was on a wave, so you probably was just going there for. That's one of the first times, because you had a bucket, and I was like, fuck, how does? That's all I used to do. All the artists that I actually rate, I always used to listen to them and go, how is he doing that? How does he? Your voice. The way that Harvey used to do similar thing. We used to do the little, and you flipped bars that I was like, oh my God, this is fucking nastiness. This is fucking ridiculous. So when I started writing lyrics, I always was on, I need to be the best I can be at this, as you said, or don't do it. If I'm going to do it half-hearted, forget it. But I got to a point where, I don't know, I think I felt like I felt jaded a little bit, because obviously the industry's rough, bruv. You know what I mean? And you put so much time and effort into it, you thinking to myself, what am I going to do? Like, I need to eat at the same time, which leads me on to another question. How did you navigate through that period of time from So Solid onwards financially? How did you do that? How did you keep yourself afloat?
Hustle. It was a hustle, bro. So one thing I never did was went back to the streets.
Yeah.
But I hustled. Props. I hustled.
Yeah.
Came close. Trust me, came close. There was times where people were like, bruv, just do this. And I was like, that looks good right now.
Yeah.
Especially when you got the kids and you know what I mean? They were young then, bro. So it was a hustle, bro. It was a hustle. But faith in it.
Yeah.
Like that belief that you know what it's like when you first started MCing or spitting or
Yeah.
whatever, and you were watching other MCs or whatever. You genuinely get this feeling in your stomach like that's gonna be me. That is gonna be me. That's what got me to Soul Solid.
Yeah.
Was the law
Right.
of the universe.
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Trust me.
Yes.
I started on listening to Pirate Radio as a fan of Soul Solid.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And when I heard them, I was like,
Supreme.
I'm gonna be in that group.
Supreme,
That's when they were on
Delight.
Supreme, yeah. That's when they were on Supreme. And then I met people. The universe brought these people to me. Because I was like, I was just so on it. I was just spitting, listening to them every Friday on their set after
Sick.
school, and writing my own bars, calling up live calling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mega don't even remember them times. It was me.
Those good times. But
Yeah, calling up. And then I met, I lived in Camberwell, innit?
Right.
Peckham, Camberwell.
Yeah.
And my brethren from school, Small Max.
Big him up.
Yeah, big up Small Max. He was like, it was Small Max and Tall Max, innit?
Right.
So, both Michael. He was like, I got a brethren called Tall Max. He's a DJ. So I started going to Tall Max's house and just making tapes.
Right.
So he played the garage.
Right.
I'd spit over it and we're just making tapes that I could just go and listen to.
Right.
And one day I was there, Big Kid pulled up. Big Kid was DJ for Living Legends, which was Oxide, Neutrino, Billy the Kid.
Sick.
So he just pulled up.
Sick.
And he was like, bruv, I'll take your tape to Supreme.
Racco.
I'm like, Supreme?
Yeah.
That's
And
my
this is a radio
bro.
station, not the brand, by the way.
Yeah. So then 2 weeks later, I'm in Supreme FM with Patrick G. And he's interviewing me.
Mad.
Like, you got a set next week.
Straight.
So I had a set, bruv, with some DJ. I can't remember what his name was. Some dead DJ. Big him up though.
Big him up though.
Big up
the dead DJ.
But
You got better.
that's where I learnt my craft. And then every Friday, I'd wait there. So Solid would pull up. So my set would be in the afternoon. I had like a stupid set in the afternoon.
Yeah. When you're
2 to 3 or some rubbish like that.
When you're
No one's listening.
No.
But at 6 till 9 or something like that,
Prime
it was
time.
So Solid prime time. So I'd just chill in the other room. And then they would come in and I'd watch Mega and Romeo going back, the come through lyric, hey, you want to fight? Fight me.
Cold.
Can't go for man. Yo, bro, I used to be there like, oh my days.
Yes.
This is the maddest thing ever.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into the group, bro.
All right. I've been holding this hot take for a minute.
Go for it.
Ever since you said we was going to have actually on the show, I've been
Yeah.
holding this hot take. All right. So he's done a bag of tunes.
Right.
So Solid, Solo, etc. I don't know when the timeline this falls, but someone gave me I don't even know how they gave it to me, the audio for this, right? But there's a Superman freestyle. It's like a Superman beat. It never kicks, it goes dun, 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 dun. And he's spitting on it. I swear to
Cold.
you, bro. At one point, I've never wanted to be an MC. I've never thought of being an MC. It's never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I've listened to rap for so long, and I've written. I used to write poems, and in school days,
I know.
you take what you hear, you flip it around, like present it as yours. You know what I mean?
I know the vibe.
But that song, that's my favorite. Actually,
Can you remember that record?
I'm gonna have to find it.
Are you talking about the actual song?
It's like it's not a song, it's like a free, it felt like a set. Where it's like I feel like Romeo was on there, but it might just be you. But it's like a Superman garage type beat. And you are freestyling on that, bro. And it just used to gas me. I don't know why. It used to gas me off.
Yeah,
Every
that's
time
what I'm saying.
I
I think so. Because obviously there's the Superman song
Yeah.
I did with Oxide.
Yeah.
That was the first track I ever made.
Okay.
Recorded.
Yeah, that's the first
Shit.
track I ever recorded.
Right,
Ever
right,
been
right.
to studio, ever
That
touched the
shit
mic.
is fire.
But it feels like, Drizzy, you're talking about like me freestyling.
I
I
over
feel
like-
like you was just like going in on it. Might be the same song, but to me it just felt like
Because you
someone found the
you
beat
used to
and
be,
you rap.
but your style was like that, where you could just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because and then back then when you MCing, you had your hooks and that, but more time your verses were hooks.
Yeah.
Your verse was
that was it, bro.
Yeah, you used
when
to-
I did that Superman track.
Yeah.
Even when I did Whoa. Or
Yo,
whatever,
hey.
Whoa. That was just. I just went and barred like I was on radio, and they made it into a track.
Check this,
bro. You saw I put it in my story earlier on this week. You reposted it.
Yeah.
Because Ash was coming here, I was just like, I'm going through the archives, and bro, that popped up, and I was on my way to work, and I'm in the car, and it's on full blast.
Yeah, the face you made was a different thing.
Yo, that beat and those bars. But here's my
because you forget because of obviously the feeling. It's
Brings
a
you back
feeling
to that time as well. You remember what was going on at
man,
that
I was
very
outside,
moment.
bro. I was there for it. Because I remember I was saying I've mentioned this to Harvey before. I've mentioned this to a lot of people back in the day that MC'd, and I saw them when you lot were on Top of the Pops and that. That was for me. That was the most inspirational thing ever.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying about me not doing half-hearted shit. That was for me going, raw. I can see this shit. I can do that.
Yeah.
That man, bro, Top of the Pops. I used to watch
Think how
Top of
many
the
other
Pops.
people thought the same thing.
I was just
Exactly
like,
that, man.
raw,
It's so inspiring.
This is mad.
But this is the crazy thing, and this is my hot take about So Solid.
Yeah.
Right? I feel So Solid are, and just bear with me when I say this, because it's going to sound like blasphemy. I feel like So Solid are criminally underrated.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean, I always feel that you, man, like, you lot set such a template. It was, you have your crew, everyone could spit, you're making hot records. It wasn't the fact you just bringing mans around you. Everyone played their part.
Yeah.
You know, Oxide was like, not Oxide, is it Oxide DJ?
Oxide DJ.
No, it's Oxide, isn't it? Oxide
Producer,
producer, DJ, whatever. Like, but when they're talking about UK, the music scene, I'm not talking about garage, I'm not talking about grime, I'm not talking about urban scene, I'm just talking about the music scene. So Solid never get recognition. Like, when they talk about the Oasis, the Spice Girls, the Beatles, whoever else you want to add to that list.
That's true.
So Solid should be.
It's like you're not.
But you could see the clear difference between the names that you mentioned and So Solid.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but the point is, musically, the contribution to the UK music,
the contribution.
So Solid has to be.
That's why I agree with you, bro. But with black artists, especially in the UK, we don't support our legends, bro.
No.
It's just not supported. Like, I see it even now. Like, some of the artists, some of my favorite artists, Kane, Gets, Wretch. You know what I'm saying? There's some of my favorite like rappers, some of my favorite barrers, bro. They get little pockets of time, but they're not held up and rated. Like, they should be like Biggie, Tupac,
They should be 100%
of the UK.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them man will watch them guys on the other side of the ocean as well.
Of course, bro.
Easy.
Of course.
It's weird.
Like,
It's funny.
But we just don't support that over
Yeah,
here.
man,
Like,
that troubles
black
me, you know?
artists, like, you can still go and get what? Like Paul McCartney, Elton John or whatever. They're still selling
relevant.
millions of records,
Yeah.
bro.
Touring off their
Still
old shit.
Touring off old shit, bro.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm
that
saying?
bothers
But
me, bro.
With black artists in the UK, for some reason, it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have 3 years and then you're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a madness, bro.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's like Dizzy brings out music. Big up Dizzy as well.
Big up,
Dizzy
man.
brings out music. It's like,
Yeah.
your time's up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no radio support.
We don't wanna hear that no more.
Like, yeah, we're done.
It's
Like,
weird,
we're on
isn't
this
it?
now, and it's
And
like,
a lot
it's
of you
mad.
guys helped. That's the fuckery. What he said about Dizzy drops music and then they'll be like, But it's like a lot of the So Solids and the kids of So Solids, because let's be honest,
The
So
offspring.
Solid birth a lot of kids. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
All
It's
of
the
us.
truth.
All of us, I'd say.
Like, they help a lot of these radio stations get to the point of where they are. So Solid probably did a little odd favor. All right, you play our music, we'll come through and do your little event to give you the exposure you need, build up your radio station's reputation. Then when they get up there, and then times are kind of changing, they almost just slowly just phase out the people that help build a reputation of the station, and they just want to play with the new, and the new don't last. So Solid has stood the test of time. And you could take away 21 seconds. We don't even need to talk about 21 seconds. That's just its own monster. But there's other tracks on the album, like you said, whoa.
Yeah.
They don't envy. Then when that remix comes on, bro, women You know how we go when gigs comes on? Women go a certain different way. When that
Crazy.
Miss Dynamite verse kicks in,
Crazy.
Women start coming in your face, talking to you differently. Step on the mic, I thought you were like, whoa, babes. What? You was classy up until that. What?
Yeah,
and you're like, damn. So I just wanna, as a fan, it irks me that the UK's music scene doesn't have So Solid the collective on the pedestal in regards to these moments in times where UK music changed the world and this and
It's true.
You man need to be up there, bro. It's not just.
I personally think because of this is just me. I think because what the government did to you lot in terms of shutting down your trajectory, really, because I felt like I personally feel like you hadn't hit you hit a level. Socially hit a level.
We were nowhere near.
But I think just as you lot was touring and
if we didn't even get to tour the UK, bro.
That's
You know
mad.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after touring the UK, it would have been
Next
trying to go
thing.
international. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And push it or whatever. And I think, and then obviously there was
They
things.
knew.
Yeah, of course.
They knew.
Of course.
They knew what would happen.
And there was things that marred us like internally anyway. Like
Yeah.
as you know.
Yeah.
People were going prison left, right, and centre. Strapped there, this, that.
So it's just-
whatever,
yeah.
So it was like.
didn't help.
It was divided. It was divide and conquer, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it got mad, but like I'm happy to say, like on a more positive note,
Yeah.
I'm happy to say like sometimes you have to just be the guy that opens the door,
100%.
but not the guy that gets the bag.
100%.
That happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you have to appreciate just being a part of
100%.
part of what it was. Like there's certain man, I won't say no names,
Yeah.
that can't stop telling people about it. Like that, you know, they have to let people know like
that
what
is-
it was.
yeah.
I started this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
No.
I don't care about that. Actually, I'm like, especially with my music now, I just want to be given the opportunity to start from the ground up.
Yeah.
I mean, I say to my manager all the time, I'm like, I'll perform in front of 10 people.
Yeah.
I don't want a festival now or whatever. If I have to build a fan base again and whatever, then
Just do it from now.
That's what I have to do. It's a transition period.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I respect it, man. I respect it. What I want to say to you as well, there was at the height of So Solid, I felt like you lot were untouchable. At the height of So Solid, I felt like you lot was the best on the planet. So all we can do again as individuals like myself is just praise that and just push and talk about it and continue to talk about it, because as the boys know, I come from an artistry background. So when I recognize real talent, which is what you lot are and was, I always just I always think about it in a different way, because you can have a fan base standpoint. You can be a fan of something. You just like the sound, you like the music, and then boom, boom, boom. But I'm always been like a more of a. For example, what was the first record you bought on vinyl?
Probably Wicked, you know.
Wicked.
Yeah, I think that was. I remember. I went Sloane Square.
Yeah.
I went Kings Road.
Yeah.
To buy it. To
Yeah.
a record shop. Can't remember what it was called. I think that was probably the first vinyl. But I had vinyl in my house.
You had vinyl in
My
your
mum
house.
had mad vinyl.
Yeah.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
Anita Baker.
See it there?
Like all of Motown and that.
See it there. See it there. So the first record I bought was Flavor in Your Ear, Craig Mack Flavor in Your Ear. And that record, again, I bought it not only because of the sound. It was because lyrically, I just never heard anybody do shit like that. I've always been like that. And it's just like Craig Mack with his voice. But obviously the remix was on there as well with Biggie. And it was just madness. Like, it was like, how? That's my thing. Like, how is these guys putting this shit together like this? And I feel like now the market is oversaturated, right? There's a lot of music.
Too much.
But speaking to you, Ash, today, it gives me hope and it gives me faith that at the end of the day, if I do decide to make music or I do decide to write again, I'm not really looking at what's going on. I'm actually just doing it because it's it's there. I'm passionate about it. Do you know what I mean?
I encourage anyone who's like, I say it all the time, whatever shows I do or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me be an example. Like, if you're feeling like you're not, if you got imposter syndrome, bun that. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Yeah.
Because it's that is gonna keep the game moving forward. Do you know what I'm saying? How can it cross over and change into the hands of? Because bro, I miss like. Don't you miss that? I know Chris Brown's about to drop.
Yeah.
But just like the R&B.
Yes.
era,
Big time.
100%.
But it's dead now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
It's not.
Rappers are the new R&B artists.
There's a lot of women now. Women are more the Summer Walkers.
I get it, but it's not where it used to be. Like their profile is so low.
It's true.
It's mad, bruv. Like from back in the day,
there's
when
no
it was
Jenny
Brandy,
Wines no more.
when it was Monica, do you know what I mean, or whatever. When them man they were running the game, with Cisco, do you know what I mean? Like
you actually have to go back to music. There's hardly anything new. But I think the artists feel like, you know, like those R&B artists that were killing it back then. It's like they're not even. They feel like there's no avenue for them.
Yeah,
there's nothing there for them to do.
Yeah,
they feel like they have to fit into now.
100%.
They feel pressured to do what's going on now.
Yeah. It's true. It's
Listen to. Do you remember the album that Chris Brown did? We're talking about Chris Brown. Remember the album that Chris Brown did with about 40 tracks on it?
Indigo.
Indigo.
Like,
the only reason why he done that is because he can make lots. Because he's very good at making songs.
Yeah.
But how many of them were good?
Well, that's it, man.
He can just write. He can write for days.
There was some good, over 40 tracks.
Not Chris Brown good.
A strong
he had
15.
Not Chris Brown good, sorry. No, I can only give what I was off. What? I know he's going there. He's going there.
Did you go with a +1, a +2, or did you leave with a +3 or +4?
I go by the name of Morgan Hytes, Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, Drizzy, Saka Freckles. We are back for a brand new season 5 of the Fast Food Podcast. Remember, it is available on all DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Google Podcasts. Visual episodes are available on our YouTube channel. That is Fast Food Podcast TV. Peace.
But I got too much pride. Yeah.